I went on this rant about how critics are useless, but how I'm glad, people turn to YouTubers for critics, regular people, because, there's professional critics and regular people can just have opinions. Oh my god, yes. This is a good track. Course, sorry. Oh. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Man, see, I was bored. All of Stadium 2. All of it. Especially with all the waiting around. But you hear me excited now. See, this is the Satellaview I have come to love. Ooh, okay, those are trickier. You really have to turn for those. Alright, this is going to be... Okay, alright. That's not so bad. See, this is one where we actually need to practice. This is good. So maybe I'll stop complaining about how we have to practice each track before we do it. Sorry. Course. Also, if I'm too quiet, I'm sorry. I don't think I am. I keep turning myself down after every video because I think they're too loud. Now, I'm going to be late to this party. I'm going to feel badly. I don't know if my wife is going. She has not been feeling mentally well. We've been going out and doing a lot of stuff lately, and she is socially drained. Our friend Nathan is going to be upset. But he'll live. If he doesn't understand what a mental illness, for I guess a broad term, then who cares? I know he does. He'll just be disappointed. But that's okay. There's nothing we can do about that. And I'm going to be late because I got up and immediately I fed the cats, put deodorant on, combed my hair. It feels weird. You never hear me talking about combing my hair because I never care about my appearance at all. But to finish the first thing, I forgot. Oh, I just went straight to doing this because I got up so late. I wanted to do this at 9. I wanted time beforehand, maybe to clean or something. Or at least eat and watch some old LP Master 6 videos. I got to one yesterday where I went on this rant about how gender and religion are stupid, essentially. People should just believe in themselves. And just because that's what I do doesn't mean that's what other people should do. I don't think people are stupid for ascribing to a certain thing. I just don't get it. So I'm like, well, if I don't get it, it's stupid. That's how I was. And to think that was only 2.5 years ago. I have changed a lot in 2.5 years, and that makes me happy. So I always feel like I haven't, but watching these videos has made me feel worse about my past, but so much better about me now, and just my life in general. So it's been a good experience. I like editing out all the shitty stuff, or in some cases, it'll be so long, I just have to put an apology up, and editing out stuff like that feels disingenuous, It feels like I'm just erasing it so I won't get canceled. That's not the point, Everybody has said some horrible things at some point. I feel like the stuff I said when I was 18... most people would excuse that if I apologized for it multiple times since then, and I have. So I just want to make sure anybody who clicks on those videos and hasn't seen me before, doesn't, think I'm a horrible person. Of course, a lot of one of my biggest guests back then wasn't a great influence on me as a person. Very conservative. You know what? I could go on and on about that, but I'm not going to. We're going to make one of our final cuts for the video. Here we go! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that mechanic. I haven't seen it listed anywhere at all. Oh, man, I risked it. Too viciously, I risked it. Yeah, that's an entire mechanic we haven't seen yet. I saw that a bunch practicing. The golden Mario statues from BS Mario 2 Oh, Jesus, it's hard to tell when they're in the air what lane they're in. Oh, I love this track. I love it so much. This is the best track in the series so far. I keep talking about the previous Excitebike games like you've seen them on the channel, but you haven't. So this is the LP Master 6 first experience with Excitebike. I kind of wish I had done more older games, but I would still be in the mid-80s if I did that. If I included every game I wanted to include originally. That's why I cut it down to just series related to the original Super Smash Brothers. But to explain this mechanic, I'm not sure if it's one specific opponent every race will have a golden statue for you, but it gives you like 10,000 points or whatever popped up on the screen. And that's fun, trying to figure that out. So that's an incentive to make your opponents crash. But I've never seen that documented anywhere in English, and I haven't translated any materials about the game. So, sorry. I should have said it earlier, but we didn't see it. I forgot all about it. I was holding B for a good chunk of that being super. Oh, yeah. Oh, we are nice and ahead. Oh, but that gives them a chance to catch up if you don't. Oh, man. I thought that was us crashing out. I was going to be so mad because that was not fair. That was not fair. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I'm getting so excited over Excitebike. But, hey, if you guys want to play a good modern Excitebike experience, Excitebike 64 is out on Switch Online. Everybody's bitching. I've gone on this rant before so many times. I overheated. No. Oh well, at least we got far ahead. Come on, come on. Oh, it wasn't even detrimental to us at all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, but the Nintendo 64 library is worth every penny of the $80 a year. And of course, that's for a family account. So it's not actually $80 a year if you're going to split the cost. Or if you just want solo, it's what, 60? 50? I don't know. It's not that much for the amount of games you get. Sure, whenever they, turn Switch Online off one day, that's all going to be gone from your Switch, and they'll scam you another way on the Switch 2 or whatever the successor is. I haven't talked about this either. I think personally, alongside Kit and Krista, the only podcast I listen to, that because they don't have any huge games announced since Mario Wonder coming to the Switch, I think the Switch is almost over. I think by the end of March, the end of the fiscal year for Nintendo, 2024, they will announce in some way, big or small, the successor to the Switch. And they're saving all their good stuff, like they did for 2017, for the launch of the new console. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm very confident about this because Nintendo never goes a long time without having a big game announced in the works. Not counting Metroid Prime 4, which I think akin to Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild was announced early in the Wii U's life cycle and then released on the Switch launch day and was the final, major Wii U game. I think that's what Metroid Prime 4 will be. Of course, I stole that ideology from Kit and Krista. And I agree with them that Mario Kart 9 will probably be a launch title. Because they've realized Mario Kart is a massive success. Probably more so than the main series at this point if they keep it up. So there's my theory on that. Now earlier I was talking about how I'm not the kind of guy who talks about combing his hair. Now I like to brush my hair, but we threw away all our hairbrushes because they got gross. Ooh, it even shows our statue! Running point? Coin point, running point. I didn't pay attention to this before. What is that? What is a running point? I have no idea what it's talking about. Do we have time for another race? I assume we do. We didn't get to do the jumping game twice. This is structured in a very weird way. Most Nintendo things are structured so evenly. I'm not complaining, though. This is keeping me engaged the whole time. Oh, I'm stretching. Sorry. Ooh. This is what I wanted with the coins. Finally, towards the end of the game, they're going to make it happen. This makes me very excited for Week 4, though. Oh, yeah. This is classic Excitebike difficulty. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Ooh. Oh, yeah. But combing my hair, right? It's not something I ever care about, so it's not something I mention. You guys don't get the full effect of me, right? If that I pressed up. I pressed up. Like you can't see me. I don't do a webcam. But I guess for reference, I'm the type of guy who wears the same clothes he did in junior high, and I do. I wear the same shirts. I finally threw away my last pair of pants because they ripped from junior high. Shorts. The pants don't last as long as the shorts for whatever reason. Alright, now we actually have to think about conserving our turbo, which I like. Oh, there's only one extra... Oh, come on. No! Oh, this is good. This is excellent. This is a challenge. We're not going to be able to get super, like, at all. And if we do, it's going to feel so rewarding. Again, you don't want to hold turbo while you're in the dirt patches, because that just, you know, puts extra strain on the bike for no reason. Because you're not getting the most out of the turbo. Yes. Oh. Unless you're in super, of course. I'm sorry, everyone. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I just still wear, like, these 8-year-old-esque t-shirts. I have a SpongeBob shirt from 2011 I wear occasionally that says #bros, and it's got, SpongeBob and Patrick wearing, I don't know what to describe the clothing as. Like hoodies and like, not snapbacks, but like, I don't, it's just so jarring. When I got that shirt, I was like, oh my god. You know, a normal person would say, I can't wear this. But me, I'm like, yes, this is beautiful. In an, you know, an ironic way. But I mostly just wear, you know, kids' clothes from Walmart. Mostly Mario shirts. Or just Nintendo shirts in general. Like, you know, like one with the NES controller that says classic on it or something. Or retro. I can't remember. I think it's classic. Or the Nintendo 64 shirt. It's just black and has the 64 logo. That's a really good shirt, actually. Or shirts with, like, puns that you'd get an 8-year-old to wear, like Chicks Dig Me, and it has a chicken with a shovel. That's my favorite shirt. I've worn that shirt out. I wrote a song about that shirt. But, again, I don't care about fashion at all. In junior high, I remember my best friend from elementary school. I think I never talk about him, but I've mentioned him twice in the same series. Yeah, I was walking around the park with him. We weren't like best friends anymore, but I saw him at the park next to my house, and he was at like a football game or something, and it was over. And, you know, we were just walking around, and his girlfriend had left, and I was like, Travis, how do I, you know, I want to dress nicely to make girls interested in me, because I thought that was something I cared about, because that's what boys were supposed to care about. And then he said, well, don't you like wearing your Angry Bird shirts and stuff? And he was like a really popular guy, nothing like me at all. Like, I mean, when we were younger, he was into like Sonic the Hedgehog, but he wasn't into too much nerdy stuff. He was into football and cars. So I don't know how we stayed best friends for so long. But he said, if you like wearing your Angry Bird shirts, then why would you change for somebody else? And I've taken that advice to heart, and I haven't been insecure about my clothing since that day. Race car bed, though, that was a different story. I regret just the sliver of a moment where I was like, no girl's going to be interested in me if I have a race car bed. Even though I wrote songs about having the race car bed, and it was part of my whole shtick. My cheesy shtick as a rapper. I told my parents I want a real bed, and I regretted it. I hated that bed. It was my dad's childhood bed he got from his mom's house for me, and I gashed open my skin so badly on that stupid metal bed frame because my dad insisted. Like, it was so bad. My dad insisted on arranging my room myself, and I said, why? Why are you doing this? And then he said, Well, it's my house. You can arrange your room all you want when you get your own house. He put the bed in the middle of the room. So no matter where I walked, I would slam my leg into the bed frame. The horrible old rusty metal bed frame. It wasn't that rusty, if at all. I might be exaggerating. I don't think it was rusty. I take that part back. And I eventually revealed a tendon in my leg. It was so bad. And my mom and I just made plans to, you know, eventually reorganize the room when he wasn't home. But it was so bad, I asked my sister if I could live with her. And I was like, I was 15. I just turned 15 when this happened. And my siblings were like, I mean, maybe if mom and dad are into it. And I was like, you know, they're not going to be into it. But, man, I was so upset. Oh. It was just the most obnoxious thing ever. I don't know why he insisted on that. And then he had my computer to where, like, whoever opened the door, they could just immediately see whatever I was looking at. Which, of course, is uncomfortable for anybody. Not that I watch porn. I mean, I did back then. Because I thought I was supposed to. Oh, God. Oh, disgusting. Oh, let's not get into that trauma. Yes, that sounds a bit overdramatic, but, ugh. Okay. I'm sorry. Where were we? I don't know. Oh, and also my shoes. Everybody talked about my Velcro shoes. I had these ugly Velcro shoes. That's all I wore in my childhood. And as I got, you know, older, into my teenhood, it was hard for my mom to find cool Velcro shoes. So they were just kind of ugly. And I didn't care. But then people were telling me, you know, oh, if you want people interested in you, you got to get good shoes. And I thought that was stupid. But I fell victim for a minute. And I wore Velcro shoes because I can't tie my shoes. I still can't. So, that was another reason. My mom was finally like, okay, you're going to finally learn how to tie your shoes. We'll get you shoes with laces. I still have those shoes. Or my wife finally threw them away like less than a year ago or something. Well, I say that. It was sometime when we lived here. So in the past 3 years. But there were these red Nike shoes. And, they were comfortable enough. I didn't care about shoes. Comfort, you know, that badly. Oh? I guess we just had to run over a certain spot? Also? I don't know how it works. I'm sad we didn't find any in the first 2 weeks. I wonder if they're randomized or if they change. Oh, that was satisfying. We're in 4th? How? I guess we've been screwing up more than I thought. Okay, no, we're in 3rd now because of Wario. Oh, yes. I'll take 3rd, baby. Ooh. Alright, but what was I saying? Oh, you can't skip that text. Interesting. But I just always tucked the laces into my shoes. My parents showed me, my mom taught me, and my dad, I think, how to tie them. And I would wake up and tie them every day. Until eventually, 3 or 4 days in, I couldn't remember how to do it at all. The first step. My brain just doesn't work that way. Why didn't that work? Why? So we had to, I had to abandon that ambition of learning how to tie my shoes. And anytime they weren't tied, if somebody didn't tie them for me, because I would just slip them off. Because my feet, I liked shoes that were too big. They were just more comfortable. I liked the room. Turns out that's bad for your bone structure, and my bone structure was already bad. So I don't do that anymore, but if somebody didn't tie my laces for me, I just put them in the shoes. And then people would be like, your shoe's untied. And I'd be like, oh, thanks. And they'd be like, you gonna tie that? And I'd be like, no. And then whenever that would happen, I would always be in a hurry, so it would always be obnoxious having to explain to somebody I can't tie my shoes. It's not like I was embarrassed, you know, past that first little bit of getting the shoes. That was going to be a good run. But hey, we got 2 statues. Wait a minute. Are there 4 per week? Or just 2? So, like, are there going to be 2 on the left and you get all 4? I don't have a clue because I can't find guides about this game or anything, really. I mean, there were some GameFAQs guides for, like, one of the weeks, but I thought, I'm good? Alright, yep, the boo bonus game. Should I cut this out? Yeah, I'll cut out the few seconds of waiting. I've talked too much already. Two, one. Yes, he still says it. I didn't know if they said their voice lines in the bonus game, but they do. All right, come on. You got this. Oh my god, you really have to angle up for that. Oh, well, I'm not complaining about a good challenge. Yes, the applause is all for us. All right, let's get to it. I don't have time for this. We're going to do as many bonus games as possible. And we get our moon back. Oh, because it's night. We're at the end. Last time it wasn't... Yeah, okay, it was the sun and it was hard candy instead of whatever that pie thing is. Okay, that time we got too much speed or not enough? I guess we could have theoretically gone over it. We shaved off 2 seconds there. Or a second and a half, more like. 2, 1, go! And also, I will say, I was bored during week 2 because, you know, you're only supposed to play it once a week. And there I was playing it, you know, double the time you were supposed to. So that didn't help, but that's still not a great sign. But this, I haven't been bored at all. Not even for a second. You know, the breathers are nice, you know, in small amounts. Like when the text pops up in BS Zelda, well, the original BS Zelda, not Ancient Stone Tablets. That's a little hectic, but it's paced well enough. Oh, oh! Oh! We do get a time bonus, right? Perfect? We got a perfect? I never thought we'd see the day. Alright, let's hope we have time for this last one. We're gonna finish it. We got this. No, we don't. Okay, well, we kept our speed. That's good. Oh, damn it. We don't got this at all. Oh. That was good. That was excellent. I just realized the boo is sweating. Right under where his armpit would be. That's hilarious. I assume that's supposed to be sweat. That's what that is in anime, right? Trying to tune into my Japanese culture viewing origins. Origins? I didn't watch much anime as a kid except for Pokemon Hamtaro. As a preteen, I watched Elfen Lied as it was recommended to me. What, we get this again as our screen, really? I don't understand. What does that say? Key? No, that's not key. That's Ko? Oh, no. I think that's Ko. No, I'm totally wrong. Nino? Maybe that's Ni. It doesn't matter, because the rest is kanji, except for des. I think that's des at the end. I know that's de. So that's telling us to do something, or that something is something. Alright, let me guess. The start button's not going to do anything. I mean, that's a good score, I bet. And, okay. I will see you guys next time for the hopefully satisfying Week 4. I'm LP Master 6. Sorry, Stadium 4. I keep forgetting.